Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, and elder bishop, and elders of great millstone, who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. In a sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing this truth and believing this truth with four ends of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the hot water who are listening and learning. If you sisters who are listening and learning, coming into another lesson of truth, facts, faith, and edification, another day of edification, Lord was be edifying. So I titled this lesson, Y'all will not escape the judgments of the Lord. And it's talking to the elites. As you see on the screen, I got this Elder Not the was doing a lesson on this, which he was mentioning a lot of other brothers and elders who did lessons on it. But I just seen it. I was watching the elder video earlier today at the plantation. So just the article alone, which I did a lesson on this before, but not on this. Yuval Noah Harari. When the flood comes, elite will build an ark and leave the rest to drown. So, as those words is in the scriptures, they got a movie. This movie, 2012. They show you in this movie that they was building these three boats. They called the ark, and they was taking just what appeared to be like the top people, the scientists, the top doctors, and this is who Esau taking when they go into these bunkers. It's gonna be the top scientists and the top doctors. Doctors need nurses, so it's gonna be the top people. So what he's saying, they already showing us in certain movies. What's the other movie? It was 2012. It was another one, but they were showing you that they only take what's the movie? Was it Deep Impact? I forgot the other movie, but they was doing lottery picks. I think it was Deep Impact. Cause the one girl stayed with her father, and they had the house on the beach, and she the place that she gave it to the one chick that had the I think it was a daughter or a son. I forget, but I think it was Deep Impact. But they showed you they was only picking certain ones to be called to escape. So I just want to I just want to get a couple precepts because these devils really think they're going to get to escape the Lord, man. So again, Yuval Noah Harari, when the flood comes, elite will build an ark and leave the rest to drown. And as messed up as that sounds, it's true. Two thirds is going to be destroyed. And the rest of the heathens will be destroyed. So I want to get Psalms. Read Psalms 94 and 1. Because these devils really think they're going to get to escape. And they are. The elites will get to escape. But it's to go into these, basically, your holding cell. That's what it's going to be for them. It's going to be their holding cells. This is Psalms 94 and 1. It reads, O Yahweh power, to whom vengeance belongeth. O power, to whom vengeance belongeth. Show of thyself. Lift up thyself, thy judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud. Yahweh, how long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall they utter and speak hard things? This is a hard thing right here. He uttered. How long shall they utter and speak hard things? All the workers of iniquity boast themselves. This nigga is boasting. And he was talking about the elites, how they got a plan when the elder played the video. I ain't gonna play the video. I just want to show you this. This title is enough for me. So again, it reads Psalm 94 and 4. How long shall they utter and speak hard things, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves? So here it is. He's boasting. They break in pieces thy people, O Yahweh, and afflict thine heritage. They slay the widow and the they done made their point. I'm gonna put the blue light up. Hold on. So like you. Oh, these devils. Hold on, bear with me, y'all. Pull up this blue light up. These niggas is too funny. All right. Let me pull this blue light up. They ain't playing. They is not playing. That's one title they do not want shown. So anyway, I'm gonna put this blue light up. Y'all saw the title. Y'all saw the article. These devils is something else, man. I done cleaned my computer out, so we should be good. So I'm gonna go back to Psalms 94. Let's just use. We're gonna use the blue letter because Esau is tripping. This is Psalms. What was that? 94 and 6. Wow. Them devils really did that, man. Make sure it's sharing. Them devils really did that, man. Oh man, I'm cracking up. So this is Psalms 94 and 6. It reads, they slay the widow. Let me read it from the phone so I can watch the screen. Them devils don't want me to put that up. Okay. Psalms 94 and 6, they slay the widow and the stranger and murder the fatherless, which are all Israelites. Yet they say, Yahweh shall not see, neither shall the God of Jacob regard it. Y'all just saw that, right? I cleaned my I done cleaned my computer out. All the videos that I had, it went all the way back to 2017. I cleaned them all out, man. I cleaned all of them out. So my computer been working pretty decent. You just seen them devils made me take that down. So anyway, Psalms 94 and 7, yet they say Yahweh shall not see, neither shall the God of Jacob regard it. Understand ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when will ye be wise? He that planteth the ear, shall he not hear? Because he said that the elites is going to escape and leave behind everybody to drown, which is true. 2/3, and the rest of the heathen is going to die grievous deaths. If you don't die by the famines and the pestilence, if you don't die by like local neighbors, people trying to take your food, women getting ravished, as the scriptures say, then you're gonna die by Amos 5 and 18 mentions running from a lion and a bear meeting, right? Or a serpent biting, which means one calamity to another. And they tell you in Lamentations 4, it said they that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Then you got the one in Second Ezra, was that 15, Second Ezra 16, one of them. It say that matter of fact, let me get it real quick. You just saw them devils made me take down the steel, man. Was that Second Ezra? So it's 16 and 22. It reads, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So if you don't die of one of these calamities, right? Famine, pestilence, neighbors, these, it's gonna be mayhem out here. As it tell you in let me read it. There's a few precepts, but I'm gonna read this from Zechariah 14. It reads Zechariah 14 and 12, and it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from Yahweh shall be among them, and they shall and they shall lay hold everyone on the hand of his neighbor, and the hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. So you're gonna have all these calamities going on in Jacob's trouble. So if you don't die from one of these calamities, then that means a missile gonna get your ass. If you make it through all this, that means a missile gonna get you. So the only ones that's gonna get to escape, like this guy said, I'm gonna read it again since they made me take it down off the screen. I'm gonna read the article again. Yuval Noah Harari, when the flood comes, elites will build an ark. It say and leave the rest to drown, which they're gonna drown by one of these calamities that's gonna happen. And for you just tuning in, I had the article up. They like kind of like froze, not froze, but they blanked my page out and made me go back and come back into the StreamYard. And I put it up again, the article from People's Voice, Yuval Noah Harari, when he mentioned about how the elites, when the flood comes, how they're gonna lead the rest of the people to drown. I did it. He came back in the second time. I put it back up. They hit me again and made me go back out and come back in. So I had to put up the blue letter. So they made me take it down. But at the end of this video, I'm gonna put it back up so it'll be the steel. Anyway, so Shalom to the Akimawa tuning in. Yeah, about Shema Shabrakata. These Edomites is hurt, man. So going back to Psalms 94. One of these calamities going to get you. Pestilence, famine, your neighbor. And if one of these don't get you, that means there's a special judgment for you. Now going back into Psalms 94, dealing with the elites. Understand, this is verse 8. Understand ye brutish among the people. So like let's read 7. Yet they say, the elites, the Lord shall not see, neither shall the God of Jacob regard it. Understand ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when will you be wise? He that planted the ear, shall he not hear? He that formed the eye, shall he not see? He that chasteneth the heathen, shall not he correct? He that teacheth man knowledge, shall he not know? The Lord knoweth the thoughts of man, that they are vanity. Blessed is the man whom thou chasteneth, O Yahweh, and teaches him out of thy law, that thou mayest give rest from the days of adversity, until the pit be digged for the wicked. What's the pit being digged for the wicked? See, we waiting patiently till the pit be digged for the fucking wicked. Let me read this again. Let's read this one more time. Psalms. The pit is being digged for the wicked, and they don't even know it, man. Psalms 94 and 13. Let's read 12. Blessed is the man whom thou chasteneth, O Yahweh, and teacheth him out of thy law, that thou mayest give him rest from the days of adversity, the hopeful elect, men and women, until the pit be digged for the wicked. See, these elites don't even know what they are doing is prophecy, man, which is a pit being digged, and we waiting patiently. Isaiah 24 and 20, it reads, verse 18. Isaiah 24 and 18. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, being the elites. They bunkers. The space station. They got their $1 billion sub yachts. And he that cometh up out of the pit shall be taken in the snare. You're going to go in the chains. For the windows from on high are open, right? These missiles go up and they come back down. And the foundation of the earth do shake from the intercontinental ballistic missiles. Now this is verse 21. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison. This is when the destruction happens in Babylon the Great, and throughout the four corners of the earth, wherever the missiles hit at. And shall be shut up in the prison, they bunkers, and after many days shall they be visited. So the scripture talks about it being 1 hour to destroy Babylon the Great. However long 1 hour is with the Lord. Hey, after this, they coming up out of them pits. But the point is, it said in Psalms, let's read it again. Psalms 94 and 13. That thou mayst give him rest from the days of adversity, the hopeful elect, until the pit be digged for the wicked. So there's a pit being digged, and this is them building their bunkers. This is, let me get this in Jeremiah 23. Because these devils really think that the Lord is not watching. This is Jeremiah 23 and 23. It reads, am I a God at hand, saith Yahweh, and not a God afar off? Can any hide himself in secret places that I should not see him, saith Yahweh? Do not I feel heaven and earth, saith Yahweh? And the answer is yes. The Lord filleth the entire planet. King David said, let me get this. Let me get this. Bear with me. This is Psalms 137. Start at verse 7. No, Salakia. Psalm 139 and 1. O Yahweh, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my down sitting and my uprising. Thou understandest my thought afar off. Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. For there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Yahweh, thou knowest it altogether. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thy hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attain unto it. Whither shall I go from my spirit, or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the utmost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yeah, the darkness hideth not from me, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. You can't hide from Yahweh Shema Shai. It said the darkness and the light are both alike to thee. For thou hast possessed my reins, thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. How can you hide from the Lord if the nighttime, if the darkness is just as the daytime to the Lord, man? That's heavy. Because it tell you what is that Baruch or Sirach? When they say the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Come on, man. So let me get this. If devils made me take down the article, man. These bastards is something else. It's Sirach 31, Ecclesiasticus 36 and 1. Have mercy upon us, O Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh, power of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations, which are these 17 heathen nations, and let them see thy power. 2/3 as well, because the Lord said, if they will not hear thee, they are as to us as heathens. 2/3 of Jake. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us, and let them know thee as we have known thee. How? Through judgment. That there is no power but only thou, O power. Show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy right hand and thy right arm, which is Yahweh Shai, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise up indignation and pour out wrath. take away the adversary, and destroy the enemy. Sake the time short. Remember thy covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works. Here's the point I want to make. Let him that escapeth, which think they're going to get escape, let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let him perish that oppress the people. Smite in sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen that say, there is none other but we. Now, I had made this point in lesson before. This is Isaiah 27:1. Listen to this. Because it says, smite in sunder the heads of the rulers, right? So Noah Yuval Noah Harari talk about the elites going to escape. We know they're going to bunkers. This is Isaiah 27:1. In that day, Yahweh with his sore and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent. Even Leviathan, the crooked serpent. Who is the crooked serpent? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. Now, this is a precept that go to Psalm 74. I'm going to read this again. Because this piercing serpent, it's again, Isaiah 27:1, it reads, in that day Yahweh with his sword and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, a piercing serpent, even Leviathan, the crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. The precept to this is Psalms 74. It said the same thing here in Psalm 74. This is Psalm 74. I'm going to start at verse 12. It reads, for power is my king of old, working salvation in the midst of the earth. Verse 13, Psalm 74:13, thou didst divide the sea by thy strength, thou breakest the heads of the dragons in the waters. Waters, the people. Thou didst divide the sea by thy strength, thou breakest the heads of the dragons in the waters. Verse 14, thou breakest the heads of Leviathan in pieces and gave him to be meat to the people inhabiting the wilderness. What is this talking about? Psalm 74:14, thou breakest the heads of Leviathan in pieces and gavest him to be meat to the people inhabiting the wilderness. Same thing it said in Isaiah 27. It's talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Let's get a precept to go to that. This is, I just read this last night. Psalms 105. It said, thou gavest him to be meat for the people inhabiting the wilderness, right? Was it Psalms 105? No, it was what verse was that? Hold on. It was bear with me here, let me double check this. Let me see. Because we came out of Egypt. We came out of Egypt eating good, man. I think it was Exodus 6. Let's see. Nope. Gotta be Deuteronomy. Hold on. Bear with me. Man, what verse was that? Hold on, let's see. If only your brother know where it's at, put it up. It was let me see, maybe Genesis 15. Yep, Genesis 15. So it reads, Genesis 15 and 13. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs, and shall serve them. Which we was serving in Egypt 400 years, 430 years to be exact. In the land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. And also that nation, here's the point, Genesis 15 and 14. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance. That was the point I wanted to make. So going back to Psalms one more time, Psalm 74. We came out of Egypt with great substance. It reads Psalm 74 and 13. Thou didst divide the sea by the strength, by thy strength. Thou breakest the heads of the dragons in the waters. Thou breakest the heads of Leviathan in pieces, and gavest him to be meat to the people inhabiting the wilderness. See, so this dragon, Leviathan, is the same one in Isaiah 27. Isaiah 27:1. And in that day, Yahweh with his sore and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, the crooked serpent, right? What the Lord say he made crooked cannot be straightened. And he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. It's talking about Esau, Edom. So just like the Lord did the Egyptians, right? Pharaoh and Egyptians, he's going to do the Edomites. This is Amos chapter 9 and 1. It reads, I saw the Lord, excuse like you, standing upon the altar. And when you read in Isaiah 34, verse 5 and 6, he say, Basel shall be a sacrifice, a great slaughter in the land like Idumea. Right? He shall sacrifice. Let me read it and come back to this. Because a miracle, Babylon the Great. This is the altar. Isaiah 34 and 5, it reads, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which is another name for Edom, for the Edomites, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. That's in Malachi 1, verse 3 and 4. The people. Because some people say it talk about Esau. No, it's talking about the whole nation of the Edomites. The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. This is verse 6. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of kidneys of rams. For Yahweh have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Verse 7. And the unicorns shall come down with them, the internet, the World Wide Web. And the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, because they soaked Babylon the Great with blood, man. They soaked this place with blood of Gad, Reuben, and Issachar, man. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. They soaked El Salvador, Hispaniola with the blood of the Northern Kingdom, man. All countries. They soaked so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Where the Lord scatters that he soaked the Edomites, they soaked the lands with blood, man. And the unicorns shall come down, and the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. Now, going back to Amos. This is Amos 9 and 1. I saw Yahweh Shemawashah, I saw the Lord, Yahweh standing upon the altar, because it's going to be Yahweh right here. I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door that the post may shake. This talking about the foundation of Babylon the Great, man. The foundation of this bitch. And cut them in the head. Who? The Edomites. And cut them in the head, all of them. And what? And I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away. So though they think they're going to escape, they ain't going nowhere. Cause bitch, your bunkers, your $1 billion sub, y'all. Oh, the Leviathan gonna swallow them niggas up and they're gonna be in the waters. They through. All you niggas, all you trillion, zillion now, quadruple, whatever name it is, cause they own all the resources. You that's gonna be in them bunkers in the earth. It say again, he that fleeth, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. The last of them. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Though they dig into hell, into they deep underground military bunkers, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, the space station, because it's like a Hilton up there, a Marriott. Thence will I bring them down. But what Trump got Mar-Lago down here in Florida, it's like a Mar-Lago up there, man, at the space station. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, which is these mountains, they got a mountain carved out, two of every animal, 30 million seed bank, all that, man. Oh, the the article on this on the side, right? Let me read this. On the side of this, it says, hold on. It say Bill Gates chef says fake meat for the masses, real meat for those in charge. We already know, man. We going back to Amos, it says, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, the mountains, I will search and take them out thence, and though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. And though they go into captivity before their enemies, and though they go into captivity before their enemies, thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them. And I will set my eyes upon them for evil and not good. And the Lord power of hosts is he that toucheth the land, and it shall melt. And all that dwell therein, Babylon the Great, shall mourn, and it shall rise up wholly like what? Like a flood, and shall be drowned as by the flood of Egypt. And what was the flood of Egypt? Them plagues, man. And then what? Death. Hold on. Now hold on. In the article, the article reads this. Yuval Noah Harari, when the flood comes, buzzword, flood comes, elite will build an ark and leave the rest to drown. Two buzzwords in here, flood and drown. So what does it say right here in Amos 9 and 5? And Yahweh power of hosts is he that toucheth the land, and it shall melt from those intercontinental ballistic missiles, the warheads. And all that dwell therein shall mourn, and it shall rise up wholly like a flood, the plagues, all of the pestilence, right? And shall be drowned as by the flood. So you had all those plagues that hit Egypt, and then what was the flood of Egypt? death, all the firstborn. Let me get this in is it in Amos 5? Yup. Listen to this. This is Amos 5 and 16. It reads, therefore, the Lord, the power of hosts, the Lord saith thus, wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all the highways, alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandmen to mourning, and such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing. So all these husbandmen, these mighty men, again it say, and they shall call the husbandmen to mourning, and such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing. And in all vineyards, workplaces, every plantation everywhere shall be wailing, for I will pass through thee. For I will pass through thee, saith Yahweh. So just like the Lord passed through Egypt, he's going to pass through. It say, let's read this again. Amos 5 and 16. Therefore, Yahweh, the power of hosts, the Lord saith thus, wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all the highways, alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandmen to mourning, and such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing. And in all vineyards shall be wailing, for I will pass through. It's like, for I will pass through thee, saith Yahweh. There's not going to be not one place in Babylon the Great not touched. Not one place. This is Habakkuk. This is Habakkuk chapter 3, verse 13. It reads, hold on, let's read 12. Thou didst march through the land in indignation. Thou didst thresh the heathen in anger. Hey, boy, the Lord finna do some damage. Hold on, bear with me. This is Habakkuk 3 and 12. Thou didst march through the land in indignation, through America, Babylon the Great. Thou didst thresh the heathen in anger. Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people, even for salvation with thine anointed. Thou woundest the head out of the house of the wicked. Who is the house of the wicked? The so-called white man. Habakkuk 3 and 13. Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people, the elect, even for salvation with thine anointed. Starting with Yahweh Shah, you got the 144,000 and the unknown multitude, which is the anointed. Thy woundest the head out of the house of the wicked, man, by discovering the foundation unto the neck. Hey, the Lord finna be at these heathens' neck like a bow tie, man. Thou didst strike through with his staves the head of his villages, all his places that came out as a whirlwind to scatter me. Their rejoicing was as it devoured the poor secretly. So as they did to us, where is that at? In Jeremiah. Is that Jeremiah 50? Let's read this. Right here. Jeremiah 50 and verse 10, it reads, and the Chaldees shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith Yahweh. Why? Because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of my heritage, the Edomites, the so-called white man. the destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellows as bulls. And if you ever see how cows eat, heifers, they eat grass all day till the sun go down, man. I watched my grandma had cows. My grandma and another lady used to split the pasture with cows, man. When we go to the brothers, when we go to the head brother Mahalia and the brother Ricard on Sunday, they got out there at their apartment, it's cows out there pasture. We was just out there Sunday, man. We was doing a little class out there Sunday in the parking lot. And these cows eat grass from sun up to sundown. The Lord saying right here in Jeremiah 15:11, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of my heritage. What Matthew 11:21 say? What's that? Matthew 11 and 12. It said, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent took it by force, man. Because ye were glad, Jeremiah 15:11. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of my heritage, because you are grown fat as a heifer at grass and bellows of bulls. Let me get this one. Jeremiah, I think is in the same chapter, if I'm mistaken, 50 and 24. Yep, it reads, no, Jeremiah 51 and 24. It reads, and I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea, the Edomites, the modern day Chaldeans and the Edomites, all the evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith Yahweh. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith Yahweh, which destroys all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks, from your high exalted places, your high exalted mindset, your pride, and will make thee a burnt mountain. And I just wanted to make some points on that, man. They will not escape the judgments of Yahweh Shema Shai. Their ass is going to go in the bunkers, as I read to you in Isaiah 24. And when they come out of the bunkers, closing precept. You going straight in the chains, boy. Psalms. This is Psalms 149 and 4. For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. What's the judgment written? That they got to go into slavery. Revelations 13 and 10. To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The Lord was edifying. Got to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Rikah Korash. Double honors to the apostles and the bishops and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. In a sincere salutation to all the occupant pushing this truth and believing this truth like the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect, and shalom to the Akbath who are listening, learning, you for sisters who are listening, learning. Hey, the wife tuning in, may you have by Shema shall continue blessing your houses, and may the blessing of election be upon your houses. Let me close this precept. Jeremiah 51 and 49. As Babylon has caused the slain of Israel to fall, so at Babylon shall fall the slain of all the earth. What? Jeremiah 51 and 49. as Babylon have caused the slain of Israel to fall. Who is Israel, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians? As Babylon has caused the slain of Israel to fall, so at Babylon, the great America, shall fall the slain of all the earth behind this bastard. Ye, what? Ye that have escaped the sword, go away, stand not still, remember Yahweh far off, and let Jerusalem come into your mind. Yeah. Ain't no escaping, bitch. The Lord got you. Checkmate. You in the trick bag. As it tell you, matter of fact, let me close with that. Let's get the trick bag precept. Proverbs. You in the trick bag, bitch. Proverbs 11. No, Proverbs 16 and 11. Salakia. It reads, a just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are his work. So the Lord got you Edomites in the trick bag from day one. Hey, the wife tuning in, the wife for your precepts. I'm Isaiah from Jim Master Camp. Till next time, I say Shalom.